Alright, that's better. So, first thing, I'm going to pull these caps off. There's one here, one down here. And then I am using a T45 Torx. I do believe it's supposed to be an Allen, but I've just used a Torx. These spin freely, so I'm not going to worry about modifying them at all. Taking them out and wire wheeling them or anything like that. Alright, this bottom one. Alright. Now, next thing we do is just pull these clips off. Let me see here. Find my screwdriver. Hold on. All right, let's try that again. Let's pop that there. Pop this one here. Set that off to the side for later. Now we can go ahead and pull this caliper off. And then we actually need to push that piston in. So I've actually got a special caliper tool that you can just get from your local auto parts store. Helps if you spin it the right way, guy. And those teeth will engage into those teeth. Alright, and then back this bracket up. And then make sure this is square. It's pretty simple. You just twist it. And what you'll notice is piston is collapsing itself in. This is how you get your self-adjust on the rear brakes. So when you do your emergency brake, it adjusts up and everything. So there that is. So now, I'll take a adjustable wrench that I just had. Loosen that a little bit. Sorry for my finger. Alright, so now that's all set for later. Try and tuck that out there. Now, next thing I gotta do is I gotta grab this 13mm bolt. There's another one right there. Now, what I like to do is hook the wrench into the other wrench, open palm, and then you can loosen it up. Go right to the other one. Once again, open palm. Alright, so once you break them free, then you can use a 13 mil socket, which I have over here. Let's grab it. Alright. Alright, so you guys get the point. So I'm gonna come back to you as soon as I get these two bolts unloosened. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. And then this whole bracket will come off. Now, one thing I should have done is I should have taken my pads off beforehand. But usually you can just get it in here and you can just kind of pry them off. Now, these ones here, you guys in the south don't have to worry about this. What ends up actually end up happening is actually kind of rust in place. So it causes brakes to kind of stick and be a big mess. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wire wheel these. So I'm going to take these out. Pretty simple now. Just a couple love taps. This one with the spring was on the inside, so just remember that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wire wheel into this spot here, here, and here. You can see where it was rubbing, and it's actually a pretty good indentation right there too. So we're going to take do that over the grinder. So let's go take a walk over. Alright. Actually, I don't have my grinder down here and set up yet. So, the joys of working between 3 garages right now. My old workshop, my storage garage, and then the new building. So that's kind of fun. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the wire wheel and just kind of get in there, and then I'll show you the end results. So, alright, so that's been wire wheeled now. Alright, so now that's set up for later. Now, the next thing you gotta do is this rotor is not gonna come off. So, you gotta kind of beat right in there. So I'm gonna go ahead, beat this until it actually pops free. A little bit of rust forms right in this hub area. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back. Alright, that took a couple seconds. So then, now, if I had the lathe set up here, I could probably turn this down. I'd have to mic it, see what the actual thickness is here, see what it'd be turnable to. But, we're not going to bother with that. So, what we've got is a brand new rotor. Now, I generally spring the couple extra dollars for the rust resistant ones. They're painted number 1, which it helps a little bit with the wheel sticking to the rotor, and also kind of breaks down the because these are aluminum wheels going onto steel, get that galvanic corrosion, chemical reaction going on. So this kind of prevents it a little bit. And then also, if you ever have your wheels, or excuse me, not your wheels, your rotors in a rainstorm and you come out and they've got that flash rust on it, supposedly this rotor shield is supposed to kind of prevent that. So I've, whenever I can get them, I get them, as long as they're not too crazy expensive. One thing that you want to always do is anytime you buy something from Advanced Auto, or in this case CarQuest, and you buy it online, make sure you find a coupon so you can get sometimes you can get this stuff 25% off. Like I got all my brake stuff 25% off, so you know, you spend $100 on stuff, you're only spending $75 after the coupon, so why not? Money in your pocket. So I'll go ahead and take this rotor out. And as you can see, it's been painted, and it's also got a rust protectant, or rust protectant, I guess you could say. So just take your regular old brake cleaner, saturate it, and I left my rag on the other side too. Man, oh man. Good thing my head's attached to my shoulders, otherwise I'd forget that too. Now ideally you don't want to try touching this with your bare hands, because what will end up happening is you'll get hot spots and checking in the rotors. So these are nicely cross-hatched. When I get the lathe all set up and running again, what I'll do is I'll actually show you guys an old school trick for if you buy rotors that have just, you know, they're literally just cut, and you got that cut line in there. Show you an old school trick for getting this cross hatching. So that'll be a future video down the road, sometime in the near future, hopefully. But you know, I still gotta get tools out of storage. We got tools in my buddy's barn, and you know, I got tools stashed all over the place. Then got them in my father-in-law's business, up on the shelves and on pallets, and it's just everywhere. But you know, now I got the space. It'd be nice. So next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is, with a little bit of can't think what this stuff's called now. Anti-seize. This is high temp, but we don't really have to use high temp. Just anything. Especially up here in good old New York. So now all you're going to do is just kind of line up everything here. Now what you want to do is you want to start the bolts before you tighten the bolts, if that makes sense. Sorry for getting my finger in the way. Now see how that one finger tightens? This one's just kind of hanging up on me a little bit. Alright. So now see how it threads easy? Now if it doesn't thread easy on you and it came out easy, well then you got something wrong. Double check it before you go snugging it down. So ahead and put my wrench on 13 mil again with my extension. I'm just going to achieve about the same amount of torque that I had put on there. Take it off. Alright. Now, next thing we're going to do is, some people say to do this, some people say not to do this. So, it's up to you. But I take just a little bit of anti-seize. I put it on the slide surfaces, making sure not to get on my rotors. Alright, now, check out these, all nicely wrapped in Cosmoline type material. Rubber spring went on the back. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the spring in the back. Alright, so now, next thing we're going to do is go ahead and put our caliper on. Now, with us backing off the adjuster, everything should fit in here real nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this lined up. Unfortunately, I need two hands. So I'll be back in one moment. Alright. Now these weren't in there real tight originally. Now's a good time to be checking over all your other components while you're in here. Checking your shock absorbers, your springs, brake hoses, your cables, things like that. So now I've got everything set here. I've made sure I've put my, got my caps in. There's number 1. And number 2, where'd you go? Did I kick you? Oh boy. Oh, cap number 2. Oh, there you are. Okay. I was going to say, I'm shouldn't have gone too far. Alright, so there. Cap is in. Cap is in. Now, the last thing I can do is put this little retainer spring on here. What I do is I just give it a little tap, make sure that it's in there. And there's that. So now, last thing I'm going to do, pretty simple, put my wheel back on. So, hopefully you guys got something out of this. And it's an easy couple hour job. I'm just looking at the time here. We're at 19 minutes. So, I mean, I'd say overall it's 30 minutes per side. And then, you know, plus your time running to the parts store or whatever. But, or you can do it online and have the local UPS FedEx guy drop it off to your house. So that's generally what I do if I'm not in a big rush. Why waste the trip? And if it's free shipping, hey, why not? So hopefully you guys find this interesting. If you like this type of stuff, please rate, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to give me one of these. And we're trying to get the subscription base up a little bit. So make sure you tell your friends. So until next time, guys.